So then you need to, this is all the default dependency injected when you create the project and import the project, and then this is the additional one. Then you need to look for the your necessary driver against your backend server versions. So that's this is the driver you need to add this one. So when all the dependency injection is done and your application YAML file is ready, then we need to start our real development. So that's what we need to fast, very fast. If you see the project structure, so controllers, domains, and services, and that your internationalizations information. So let's have a start to our controller. Then domains and all the your GORM models are necessary. So here is our domain. So this is the package. You have the professional way to handle. So I did like this way. So here is the your package, and then all the necessary controllers and the configurations, and then and so on and so forth. This is the information. This is a structure way how we did our development day by day basis. So here the definition of our domain GORM models. So you see the GORM is our user registration GORM, and then all the content information. That's in the last screenshot I said the content information. This is the content is coming from your end clients. The client require the project requirements. They will set which information they need to those models or those information. Then you can, if you have the very fast release with those informations, those content, and then maybe later they can change it, then they can edit so quickly. So that means that this is the initial or relatively final content for those all of the models. So here is we see that user registration models. It has the user registration ID, and this is the third-party address ID. Means you can get the address ID and geographical address ID from OpenStreetMap or Google Maps or whatever it is, and put it here. And then all the necessary information, his username and password, and then that's so on and so forth. When the user is created, and this is the exact definition we like to see, and we see the two-string methods, and then this is the important part you need to take care. So that means every user, when you try to register every user, it has many user role, has many address. Maybe he has a 2 or 3 4 5 address, maybe the winter address and summer address, and also his permanent address and the temporary address, or maybe there has a multiple address located over the world. So that means every user, when you register a user, then it has to be, maybe the part of the company is located in Bangladesh, part of the company is located in Germany, then you need to put it here. That's why every register user has a multiple address information, and then every register user has a multiple message sending information. So you see that that means this is the most important part you need to take care. So every register user has multiple user role, multiple address info, and then sender information and receiver information. That means the application has to be handled like this way. So the register user send the messages, and the register user receive the messages, and even the receiver can send the messages, and sender receive the messages. That is the bidirectional communication for receiving and sending the messages, as like government to government communication. Because the application, the idea was, the main goals, you need to give your message as a secure way. That means your message has to be encrypted, and that's why that's too important to the nowadays the security issues. So you define your constraint and all the necessary constraint that you need, at least this one and this the password you need true, and then this is the set of the parameters. So that means when you see your GUI part, and then this is the link. Okay, address registration start from user role, address information, sender information, and receiver information. And this is the most important part in it, because we already generate our sequence name. So here is the definition how you call the use sequences. So ID is a primary key, is all default from Grails, and then version is from the Grails. So here you can put it here your table names, like the register user, and then you put a table name, or if you don't put it, then, and even though version is version true, version 2 table name. Let's say table name is expressions. So that's why I said that I define these table names in the backend, and it works automatically. Then we can just copy it. This who is the table name you already define in the backend server, and the version name, and you define your database, the generator ID. So let's see where is our generations, the definition of the utilities, and this is the utility package in the service package, and this user registration generation ID, how the generator ID calls. So because you see that we already define our sequences, and now we call our sequence as a very simple query select next interval. That means if it has a 500 now, and then next will be the 501, because we put it in incremental. We call our sequences, and then we put our sequences into the serializable object, and return the value is the sequence object is the, and then we call it like, and here is the calling. So that means when this call, the method is calling, and then you put it the sequence IDs into the primary key, and as it is, and same thing is here for the address information as the exactly same, and we define this sequence, and then location ID is different definition, receiver information, and the sender, and then user role information. So that means I have five tables, and then there is a 5 sequences has to be generated as a professional way, not taking the default one from the Hibernate or GORM or ORM. So we need to professional to do it, because in the professional life we did it a day-to-day life this way. Maybe there's a SQL developer, they build a really complex complex SQL syntax to generate your complex primary key IDs. It's a very simple, but it's effective. You maintain your entries as a like sequence way, and you have a more control your sequence parameter. If you see in the real life in Amazon or eBay, if you have every buying and selling information, there's a really big unique identifier. That means this is the unique sequence generator. It is not possible to get the duplicate. All take the responsibility. You generate sequence generator. So that means we call all the necessary sequences. That's what we did in our SQL, our backend installation, and we run our script, and then that's all. And I will put it all the sequence, all the SQL script into my GitHub. You can take it from there. So here is we already talked about our Grails, our domains. So here is the domains that has many related with roles, address information, sender information, and receiver informations, and then we can look for our user role. So that means a user health role containing those informations, and as it is, then this is defined role for the users. So admin task or whatever it is, you can put it here as a list of information, list of object. You can pass it also the enums for here, or you can take it blanks, and then you can put it in dynamically into your page. So that means here the most important one. So every role is belongs to your register user. So this is the 2 mappings. That means we did here has many related. The user registration has many related to the role, and here defined every role is assigned to the specific user register. There's register user. So as it is here, so address location has a many. This is the different one. So address location, address information has a many address location information. So all the content information. That means you see here the demographical part. That means the register user, when the first name, last name, and your birth certificate number, and birth certificate pictures and photos, and national ID, and passport number, and email address, web address, all things information is containing the address information. That means this is the information, the requirement coming from the end user. They would like to take They said, okay, we need these applications and with those content.